Final Fantasy 15 is finally on sale for less than $50. Let's go! This is the greatest day of my life. I have been waiting to play this game for almost a decade for one specific reason. And I have been bought into the hype of this game since 2012 when my middle school YouTube feed looked like this. However, back in 2016, the console was technically owned by my elder siblings, and whenever we got games, it was more of a democratic dictatorship than anything else. Now, I could have asked Mom and Dad for Final Fantasy 15, but I was embarrassed to ask for the Japanese boy band game. When 2016 was over 3 years later, and I had a gaming PC of my own, 15's reputation as a half-baked cupcake had already reached my ears, and I had been ingesting enough copium at the time to want to avoid the aftertaste. So I decided to move on to greener pastures, as it were. And I don't regret it. I explored different options and found new facets of myself along the way. But I did keep a shameful wandering eye on 15, always just kind of waiting. Maybe this time would be the right time to buy. When they bundled together the DLC that should have been included in the base game into the purchase? Not really. The Christmas and holiday sales post 2018 and onward? Kind of? Then finally, $13.99! I could finally justify buying Final Fantasy 15. Solely for the fishing simulator game. See, in 2016, I was a broke teenager, and like every broke teenager, I ended up watching streams of games I couldn't play for myself. So I already had time to check out the story and see that it wasn't really gonna be my thing. However, I will never forget the night that I watched a streamer walk Noctis up to the lake, select a lure and a reel, cast out, and suddenly... I had never seen anything so beautiful in my life before. Here's the thing about fishing simulator minigames. It's usually tackled in one of 3 different ways. Either you cast out your reel into a predetermined spot and it's more like a quick time button prompt, you know, more of a test of your reflexes and the ability to not psych yourself out. Then there's whatever psychological torture this is. And then there's the games where you actually cast out your reel, where it takes time to bring in the fish and you have to select the right spot and perhaps the right bait and timing. You almost feel the true stakes and consequences and thrills of really fishing. When RDR2 came along, my Arthur and I spent many a day together fishing in bliss, casting out to bubbling spots and reeling in catch after catch. But you never forget your first love. So though I have had no interest in playing Final Fantasy 15 since its release, anytime I have played a fishing minigame, I have thought of the one that got away. Finally, the game was cheap enough that I felt like purchasing this solely for the fishing simulator wasn't going to be absolutely ridiculous. And I cannot explain to you how irrationally excited I got, because I knew not only was the fishing simulator in the game, but it was like one of the first things that you could do. I remembered that you open this game on the car breaking down, you stop at the mechanics, and then in your bid to like pay for the car's reconstruction, you go fishing at the lake like literally right next door. So after waiting quite a bit of time, I booted the game up, loaded in Final Fantasy 15, and began my adventure. Is this a tutorial? It's not even like disguised or gradually steeped in, they just kind of like throw you in here, hey? You know, I might as well know how to play. I did buy the entire game, so let's just learn the combat. Oh no. I don't like this. I'm sure this footage looks like it's fun, and I'm told this is how Kingdom Hearts played, but I was the youngest. I never got my hands on that controller as a kid. But also, I suck anyway, so who am I to complain, really? Why can't you lock onto waypoints? Okay, new plan. Avoid the combat at all cost and just get to the fishing. Thank God it's over. I am not enjoying the suggestion that this is going to be an opening boss fight.
I got your back!
Here you go. Let's go!
Oh, in media res. Okay, good. Moving on. I know that we're supposed to be hooked on learning about whatever that guy is, but I'm as eager to get out of here and get to my business as Noctis is to leave his dad. No need to panic. We're already at the car scene, so the fishing is right around the corner.
I think we can forget about hitching our way there.
Amazing. So the car breaks down and we have to get money, which means that we can now go to... Oh, shit. Hello, Cindy.
This must be what Pawpaw meant when he said he was gonna teach them boys a lesson.
Anyway, cool. I guess we have to pay for the car or whatever. Let's go. You know what? The first tutorial probably just left a bad impression of the combat. Maybe I can enjoy it in the real world playing.
They aren't gonna know what hit them.
No, actually, I don't like it. It's worse. Oh God, how do you run? Is this as fast as I'm allowed to go? You know, I'm overreacting. 3 little mobs is a perfectly fine amount of tutorial.
Huh. Who could this be?
How goes the hunting?
Actually, we just finished.
That's great, cause I got one more hunt for y'all.
Oh, no thank you.
Only this time, it's for a person. Fella named Dave went off, and we ain't heard from him since.
So, what did Cindy say? Needs us to find some Dave guy.
I don't even get a choice in this. That's great. Okay. Guys, I don't want to be here any more than you do. Please just let this happen.
Hey, who's out there?
And we found Dave, who looks perfectly fine, all things considered. And Dave wants us to hunt another monster.
What do you say? Put that puppy to rest for me?
There's no button.
People are at risk, Noct. You have a royal duty to ensure their safety.
Why do you want this job?
I don't want this job.
Let's just finish this up and we can get to the good part. It wasn't too far. Why are you pulling me? Stop!
It would be wise to rest up before we set out.
Sounds great, buddy. Let's just go. Enjoy it while it lasts, boys. We're only here under threat of a difficult boss fight ahead. Actually, that's kind of nice. They all get to be a little silly and like set up together and... Oh, Ignis cooks for you. Oh, cool, and we level up. Yeah, you know, this is kind of nice. It's not as nice as fishing, but you know, as far as time wasting goes, I would rather be doing this. And look at that, it's over before it's even too painful. Let's get this over with, boys.
Would have liked to wrap that up more quickly.
Ring, ring.
Don't answer that. All right, we did it. Let's get back to...
It's rude to keep a girl waiting. You better apologize. What is that?
Can I have my car back, please? Yes, you did an amazing job. Let's all get a picture. Can you please tell me we go to a lake after this?
Oh, and before I forget, would y'all mind making a little delivery for me?
We're a little busy. How could you say no to Cindy?
Thought you'd say yes.
What did I do wrong in my past life to deserve this? Hello, dog.
Umbra, bringing us stuff. Attaboy.
Oh, right. The arranged marriage is like with his childhood friend or something. That's sweet. I suppose I should respond with the same energy Noctis has been displaying for this marriage, so... Are we finally going fishing? Is it finally time? Guys, I see water. I see fucking water. Is it here? Is it here? It's fucking here!
Might want to stock up on potions and stuff.
I don't give a shit about that. Get on the beach. Walk your little ass. Fucking go! Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Wait, select the thing. Oh my god, look at all the lures. Oh my god. Oh my god, cast it! Oh my god, this is the greatest day of my life. And you have fishing levels on the skill tree where you can level up your fishing abilities? We can get experience if we fish enough? How much AP is that? I wonder how high I can level up my fishing too. That shouldn't take too long. At this point, you may be wondering why I didn't just buy a fishing simulator game. And well, that's not the point now, is it? I don't know how to explain it, but Gwent is available as its own downloadable card game, and I have never touched that. But you can bet your ass that I have burned hours playing with every stranger Geralt could find, putting off finding my daughter for the sake of a card tournament when I was playing The Witcher. Arthur gets it. You have all these main quests that you have to go to certain points where Arthur will inevitably end up in a shootout. You could go directly to them, or you could explore the great outdoors and canonically slack off and just roam the open world. Disappear on your own for a few days, and so long as you come back with money, it's not really like Dutch or the camp are really gonna be mad one way or the other. And you will come back with money because in these mini-games, procrastination and paid avoidance is rewarded. It's not a toxic waste of your time or maladaptive behaviors, it's productive. Look, I fed a cat! This was definitely a mandatory plotline that would make you have to learn how to fish anyway. I'm ahead of the game, really. My time-consuming hobby has real and tangible payoff in this world. You can't even get mad at me for fishing for literal days at a time because there's benefits. I am paying for the best possible weapons and items in the game as early as possible with fish. I'm doing all the work here all day, every day, so I'm essentially the only provider in this house. Now, I do absolutely adore this gameplay loop, and I don't think I've ever had a better sense of satisfaction in my life, but if I'm being totally honest, it's kind of disappointing that I'm not leveling up past level 10. That can't really be as high as it goes. This is the beginning of the game. I've also seen like every species of fish in this lake, and I know a couple of the lures I have apply to fish that I haven't seen yet. I could probably level up my fishing even higher if I explore more of the map and discover more of these fishing points. I mean, the next quest marker's right there, if that's all it takes to open up the world just a little bit.
I'm afraid you're out of luck.
Are we?
The boats bring you here.
What about them?
Well, they'll not take you forth.
You believe what that guy said about the port being closed?
I'm skeptical, though I won't discount the possibility.
That better not be true. Of course.
Man, not a ship in sight.
According to my sources, the Empire given strict orders not to let any vessels leave the docks of Altissia. Lucky for you, this reporter has integrity. If you want to remain incognito, I'll respect your wish, in exchange for a favor.
Let's get one thing straight, buddy. Unless you see a saddle strapped to my back, you're not taking me for a ride.
I don't owe you anything.
Wait, we mustn't rub him the wrong way.
Ignis, what the fuck are you doing?
The sound of tacit agreement.
Alright, so it's a fetch quest back to the, desert area, in the middle of nowhere with, more combat. Well, boys, we gave it our all, but it seems like the buck stops here. I know, I'm just as disappointed as you, but there's no shame in knowing your limits. I will admit, I am hurting on the inside. I am disappointed that we do not get to go and see Fantasy Venice, which must have some amazing fishing. But maturing is realizing that sometimes we can't all live our dreams. There's something to be said about appreciating the little things in life, you know, contentment and simplicity. It's not like Noctis wanted to get married anyway. Boys, don't worry about the tensing political climate, okay? We are gonna do just fine here setting up a life together and ignoring our responsibilities. Because you see, the true Final Fantasy were the fish we scored along the way.
Massive!
Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, we're never leaving.